So welcome to the Norfolk County Sheriff's Office Senior Kickoff Breakfast. Could I have everyone please rise for the posting of the Norfolk County Sheriff's Office color guard courtesy of Sheriff Patrick McDermott.
Good morning, everybody. Here it comes.
Please join me for our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic which stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order. Right face. Forward march.
Yeah, no one generally gets injured when they do this.
Thank you all. You can have a seat now. I just have a very brief comment before formally introducing the sheriff. When I was first hired into the position of Director of Community Engagement, the sheriff really drove home the point of how important our seniors were in the community and how he wanted to really make sure that we were impacting the community, and if there were any programs, resources that seniors needed, that we would be right on point with them. I'm really proud that we've expanded our curriculum and we've done so many things surrounding our senior work. So I'm going to introduce the sheriff and he's going to tell you a lot more about our senior programming and the work that we're doing. So please put your hands together for Sheriff Patrick McDermott.
Hey! And the crowd goes wild, right? Yeah! We're here in Norwood, 8:30 in the morning. This is fantastic. I want to thank Mike and his team for putting this all together, and certainly welcome everybody to the Old Colonial Cafe. Let's give them a round of applause. Paul Angelo and the team here, all of our staff. I've had the great privilege of representing the town of Norwood for the past 22 years. Whether you know me or not, believe it or not. I served, in fact, both of my campaigns for both Register of Probate, which was back in 2002, as well as Sheriff when I started in 2020. Both of those campaigns kicked off right here in the town of Norwood. I'm from Quincy, but I believe that, if you're going to represent Norfolk County, you can't just be hanging around in Quincy, Braintree, and Weymouth all the time. It's all about the middle of the county. Our friends in Norwood, Canton, Walpole, Westwood, down to Bellingham and Plainville and Foxborough and Rentham. So I'm very honored to represent this community and certainly the 28 towns and cities in Norfolk County. And I've been doing so for the last 22 years, and it's been my great honor to do that. For those of you that generally don't know about the Sheriff's Office, if we haven't explained it or drilled it a little bit at the Council on Aging meetings or in front of boards, the Board of the Select Board, or in terms of the civic associations, the Sheriff's Office is actually the longest serving non-military law enforcement organization and office in the history of Western civilization. The office of the sheriff goes back to, early days basically in England, where communities like this would gather in what's known as the Shire. I often hear the Shire when we talk about The Hobbit or The Lord of the Rings with Bilbo Baggins and the Shire. Well, the Shires were just small communities, clusters of people that gathered together, to help each other, to gather food, to take care of their young, take care of their seniors. And what they ended up doing through communities, they elected their leaders. And one of the leaders that they elected was called the Reeve. And the Reeve translated into the guardian of the people. And so over the course of time, the Reeve of the Shire, the Shire's Reeve, became the sheriff. And that language transmitted over the course of centuries and into what is known as the greatest country in the world, that is the United States of America. And I am proud to be a member of not only the Massachusetts Sheriffs, but I have the distinction of being associated with 3,246 other sheriffs across the country that rise above political discourse. We rise above the partisan politics with one mission, and that is to keep our communities safe in the tradition of the Reeve of the Shire. So that's just a little ditty of what the sheriff's all about. And what do we do here in Norfolk County? We make sure we put together programming. We make sure that we work cooperatively with our local police departments, our fire departments, our councils on aging, our health departments, to make sure that we have programming in place that teach our citizens about public safety. We respond to those citizens that might be in crisis, and certainly those that have broken the law, that actually come and get sentenced to serve in the House of Corrections. Our mission there is to serve as reentry begins on day one. Those that have broken the law, those that have done wrong in their community and need to pay the price, I'm not there to judge them, they've already been judged. But my job is to deliver back a better citizen to you than came in the front door. And I'm very proud of what the work of the staff does, both our uniformed staff as well as our civilian staff does on a day-to-day basis to make sure that the town of Norwood and the rest of the towns in Norfolk County are safe, and that the people that come back after being incarcerated are better citizens than when they came in. But as sheriff, I've always found it that my responsibility extends far beyond just law enforcement. We have a profound duty to safeguard, and not only the physical safety of our residents, but also the well-being and quality of life that you enjoy and you expect to enjoy. In line of our mission statement, rooted in 4 pillars of prevention, intervention, education, and hope, we've invested significantly in our community engagement division, as Michael just chatted about. Today, I stand before you thrilled to unveil our reimagined senior programming. It's a testament to our unwavering commitment to serving you and our beloved residents of Norfolk County. Gone are the days where, somewhat sporadic, one-off programming. Instead, we've crafted a comprehensive 9-week curriculum meticulously designed to empower and educate. From healthcare to personal safety, nutrition to wellness, each week we'll delve into a new vital topic, blending both time-tested wisdom and cutting-edge insights. Among the familiar favorites that we've been teaching for years are the Fire for Life program. Are you okay? We're also introducing exciting new topics such as situational awareness, food safety, nutrition, and technology assistance. Technology can be a daunting thing, right? Do you realize what you most likely, does everybody have one of these little pocket devices. Do you realize the power of these things? These are more powerful than the supercomputers that IBM put forth that put men on the moon back in the 1960s. You know, these things are more powerful than ever, and they're getting more powerful. Whether it's your iPad, your iPhone, your Android phone, your laptop, your desktop computer. And we want to make sure that our citizens are empowered with the technology of today, but also kind of introducing you to the technology of tomorrow as well. Has everybody heard of artificial intelligence? You know, I mean, I grew up like watching the Terminator movies and stuff. Now, we don't want any kind of, foreboding of bad things. Artificial intelligence is an unbelievable technology that you ought not to be scared about. And hopefully it's something that we don't technically, I think, have in our curriculum yet, but it's happening so rapidly that we ought to probably put it in there. It's amazing what it can do to assist you. I mean, it's as simple as things like vacuuming your house, for those little shark things or whatever the thing is. That's an artificial intelligence programmable computer that actually vacuums your house. So it is the wave of the future. And the future is not just a decade or 20 years from now. The wave of the future is happening an hour from now, tomorrow, next week. So nothing to be concerned about. It should be embraced about. You should be excited about it because of the things that we're going to be able to do and the medical things that our doctors and nurses are doing in our facilities to make us healthier and more apt to thrive as we get older. And I consider myself kind of one of you. I'm turning 55 this year, so I've been getting tortured by AARP. I've signed up for that free cooler that they give you. If you sign up, you get the free cooler so you can bring it to the store. I got it. Of course I did. If it's free, it's for me, I have to sign up. So that being said, I just want to say that, but before we jump in and indulge in breakfast and conversations, I want you just to allow me to introduce some of our folks from our community engagement team who are here today, and I hope I don't forget anybody. Probably will. You never know. But I want to introduce, certainly you've met Mike already. Mike Ramos is here, so Mike is doing a great job. So I think we have, and Kara Likas is here. Kara is like a unbelievable behind the scenes, getting stuff organized, putting things together for us. We have Kathy Rose. Kathy Rose, another one that's making sure that all the details are met, coming out into our community. Kathy Hughley is engaged in our community, making sure we're coming out. All these folks come out and they will be working with you consistently. We got Jamie Nista, who is also our resident photographer, and Jamie's in the back. She'll be taking pictures and doing some great things. Who else we got here today? Freddie Happel is in the house. I see Freddie is here. Fred does a lot of work with our veterans. Do we have any veterans in the audience today? If you just raise your hand real quick, some veterans. We got a couple. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we'll be working with our veterans as well as not necessarily part of directly the senior program, but we're also going to be doing some great programs for our veterans as well. We also have the special sheriff in the house, Chris Bell. You're just trying to put it off. Chris Bell, 62 years old, looking good, And we got Avery. Avery's in the house here. Avery's helping us. We have all the team in place. Isabella's here taking pictures. Hopefully she's taking a nice side of me, which is great. And I have my assistant superintendent is here, Tom Brady. 7-time world champion, football champ. Needed something to do after he retired, and the broadcasting thing wasn't working out, so I put him in uniform. And I know he's been enjoying a lot of meals here at the Old Colonial Cafe. Not as quite flexible as he used to be in the quarterback, but no, Tom Brady is actually a resident in Norwood, and he's here to support us as well. We certainly have our team from our honor guard. I want to give a round of applause for our honor guard. They come out, support our efforts all the time. My chief of staff is here that always has to tolerate my rantings and ravings. Sam Dallaire. Thank you, Sam. and I wanted to make sure I put into place the face of the senior programming that you probably might be familiar with, or if you're not, you will be. She's a very dear friend. I've known Cheryl for a number of years. I know her family, but Cheryl Bambury, who really has put together a lot of the things that we do in the office. Did I forget anybody? Who am I missing? Who am I missing? Huh?
The chief.
Is the chief here? Chief of Police is in the house. Thank you, Chief, for coming. We got Chief Patton on the house. All right. Excellent. I know Senator Timothy's on his way as well, which is great. We're going to have a few dignitaries who will pop in. You know, usually when the elected officials find out there's free food, you know what happens. So, but I want to thank you for joining us today. And I'm going to be around hopefully to chat with you. I know that the food's coming out, so we want to make sure you have a hearty breakfast. And know that this curriculum, as we roll it out in this next phase, we've had some very great reviews coming out of Quincy and Holbrook and Weymouth. And we know that we're only going to get better as we work with you. We want your input. Certainly if there's something that you see that you like, stuff that you don't like, we'd like to know. And we want to be able to build out this program with you directly involved. So I want to thank each and every one of you. Do we have the sign-up cards this time, folks? Do we have the sign-up cards? Are those? Yeah. Everybody filled them out on the table. Please put them in. We've got a raffle, I think, today. I think. Great. 3 raffles. Once again, free stuff, folks. All we're asking for is your contact information. You know, we always come with goodies. Everybody has a little something, something. So once again, thank you. And please enjoy this breakfast and fellowship. I look forward to hanging out with you and chatting and hearing all about the adventures here in Norwood, Walpole. Anybody from Plainville here? I know we're rolling out. Plainville's in the house. Nicely done. All right. I did a lot of work. We're rolling out Plainville. Hopefully, you know, if you're doing nothing this Saturday, we're having a big hopefully the weather's good. How's the weather look for Saturday? Good. Looking good? We're having a public safety fest. Once again, Sheriff from Quincy. I try not to spend a lot of time in my hometown. I like to get down into our rural communities, but Plainville is hosting our Summer Safety Festival this Saturday from 10 to 2. And so we'll give you some more information about that. If you have nothing going on Saturday, 10 to 2, come on down to Plainville and join us there. It's going to be a fantastic time. So thanks, everybody. The food is ready to roll. All right. Thanks, everybody.